What's up guys, it's the one and only VocaRose, and yes, I know, I did kind of poof away for a week, but I'm here now. The rest in the middle of all that doesn't matter. So, we have something interesting to talk about today, relating to My Hero Academia One's Justice. So Sakura, would you start our intro? Okay guys, so as you may know, or at least I hope you know, we have a My Hero Academia game slated to come out this year 2018 named My Hero Academia One's Justice. And I was kind of curious since hey, so many other games that I'm interested in that are coming out this year have character creation. What if this one has one too? Well, today we're going to talk about some things that it could need that actually would be important to have character creation. And note, not all of these are probably gonna be needed for character creation, but would actually benefit with it. Number one being the obvious thing, quirks. Our characters would need some kind of quirk to be more like a hero and feel more useful about themselves. But we could go quirkless like Deku was and kind of feel, you know, like we got punched in the face and we really kind of feel useless on that. But how would getting a quirk go? How would we have a quirk? Would we have a cast character's quirk? Or would we end up with our own unique quirk? How would that even go? How would we even get our own quirk? So let's say we were given a specific quirk from story mode or something else that, you know, gives our characters a unique quirk. We wouldn't really feel that special, especially when we would go online and end up encountering someone with the same quirk as us. We would fight them, we would be like, oh, that is the same quirk I have, and you wouldn't really, maybe they would know how to do it better than you and that would help you learn yours better, but it would kind of seem weird to encounter many people with the same quirk as you. You feel unique at first, but then at some point, after fighting so many people with the same quirk, you just kind of feel as if it would push to the side and you were just one of the millions that have the same thing. But a quick thought, what if we had the quirk to mimic another person's quirk? That wouldn't be, it would be different, and we would be able to have so many different quirks and so many more variants of moves. Number two being a hub world. So I know some of you guys are looking forward to Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker, I being one of them. Or you've played Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 or 2 in the past, I also doing that. Those three things have two things in common, of course. One being character creation and the other being that they all have a hub world. Shinobi Striker's hub world is the Leaf Village and Xenoverse's hub world is Toki Toki City, while Xenoverse 2 is Kantan City. What type of hub world would we have really for One's Justice? Would it be UA? Or would we have some other place to be able to visit characters from the main story? Now here's something I don't really believe we would need, but it would be convenient, especially if we had to talk to characters like Deku, All Might, or even Ochako, in order to be progressing into the story or side tasks while we worked our way to becoming the hero we always wanted to be. Number three being a story mode to fit our created characters. Now this is a bit, not just a bit, it's actually really important. That is unless we would be able to create a character on the side and they wouldn't really be involved in the story mode. But say if they are actually to be involved in the story, what kind of story would it be? Would it be a story that is the original story from the show and manga, or would it be an original story to the game? This is where things could kind of get weird, because as you may have learned, adding even one character to a story would seem to have the characters fit inking perfectly. Adding one character to that could really screw things up, unless, you know, the story of the game makes it to where you're actually kind of needed for that part, but still that's kind of a struggle to think about. As for an original story, I could see that working better because they would be able to focus more on your character instead of focusing on how to push them into a scene that's already filled. However, I kind of believe the story mode will focus around the main story, so your character wouldn't really be involved that much, and it wouldn't really need for you to make a character. Okay, the fourth thing is a leveling system. And no, we don't really need this either, but it would add to the experience and it would make us continue training our characters after whatever story mode, quest, or anything else they would really throw at us. As we continue to level up, we could obviously grow in health and strength, gain access to new things, and if we had the ability to learn someone else's quirk or the quirk to learn someone else's quirk as we talked about earlier, it could open up new tasks that we could do for said character and use that quirk in order to unlock it so we can be able to use it. I don't really know a lot that a leveling system could do for this game, but I believe it would do a good amount for a created character. The fifth thing is kind of an obvious one, and that is tasks. We would of course want tasks on the side of whatever story mode in order to enhance our created character's skills and upgrade their arsenal. So I want to remind you, there's still a large amount of information that we still don't know about this game. So we may end up being able to play with teams, with other characters offline, or online with friends, which could lead to online tasks. And that would be super exciting, especially when you're playing with your best friend or your close friend that you can explain plans to and have strategies on how to get the task done faster, which could, also have like a system to where you could get, new moves for quirks and all that. Okay, so the sixth and final thing I have is kind of an add-on to number one, and that is our combat. How will we really fight and how would our combos go? Will we have combos already set for us, or will we be able to acquire combos from like a main character? You see, I honestly wouldn't care either way because I used to play Xenoverse, so a uniqueness in combos never really existed, so I can tolerate that. But I'm gonna be honest, I would totally love to borrow Ochako's combos and work around that if I could, because I'm a huge fan of Ochako. And there of course is the problem of having special moves and ultimates, if that's what the game names it. Will we be able to gain them from something, or will we have them already planted in us so we wouldn't really have to use nothing different? Which honestly I wouldn't mind that either. And that's really all I can think about at the moment of what we will want and need in order to have character creation in One's Justice. If I can think of anything more later on, I of course will make a part 2 to this, and we will continue on this topic. But I want you to remember not to think it's too late for them to confirm character creation. It could still happen and you would never really expect it. It would just be like one of those big shockers, like Shinobi Striker did. You never know, because that was kind of a big shock when it happened. But if you were to ask me if this game needs it or if I would really want it, my answer would be I would be happy if we got character creation. I really would be. But I wouldn't be sad or shocked if we didn't, because not every game needs created characters in order to be a good game, and I believe this is one of those games that will do perfectly fine without it, but it would really do good with it too. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to like, and if you're new here, subscribe if you want more. And if you feel like it, comment on how you would feel My Hero Academia One's Justice would do if it had a created character system, and what you would want in it. So now, all I have left to say is, see you next time.